Welcome back. I'm joined today by three experts to discuss the issues of the day that are of interest to me. My first guest leads a local Boy Scout troop. Please welcome Larry Sumpton.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. And you were so excited back in the green room. You said the Boy Scouts are considering allowing gays, and you're gay, and that's a great thing. You're
Well,
so excited.
it hasn't gone through yet, so please don't. I'm asexual. I don't want to go out on a hike and find out my water purification tablets have been replaced with, strychnine or something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to put
Hey,
you
no
on the
sweat.
spot.
Those guys tend to disappear. But that's fine. That's fine.
My next guest is an enthusiastic and real fan of the show, a frequent commenter on our Facebook page who loves the show except for this very segment. Please welcome our devoted viewer, Karen West.
I've been tricked, okay, Brian?
What?
You told me I was coming here. You said we liked your sketch ideas on Facebook that you put every week after every show. And I finally thought you were going to take some of my good sketch ideas. So I wrote this sketch for you, okay?
Why does it say this is stupid? That's not a sketch
this is
idea.
stupid.
That's an
okay?
insult.
That's what this is stupid.
What is stupid? The segment?
Yeah, and
I know
also
you
now
don't-
I think you.
What? And my final guest is what he calls a very deep sea captain who is sadly for him back on land. Please welcome Captain Bob Karp.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
It's
for
a
coming.
shame to be here, of course, on land. I wish we were doing this in maybe in a lake or
In a lake?
riverbed or something like that.
Now, why not the ocean? Wouldn't you prefer to be?
I actually am unable to go to the ocean. I've got 7 restraining orders from the 7 seas, and I'm only allowed in one ocean now.
You love the ocean.
I love the ocean in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Physically.
Well, let's talk about the NFL. There's a big football game tomorrow called the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And got some teams playing. You've got a controversial character, Ray Lewis. And NFL is filled with controversial characters who get put on a pedestal and made role models. Because I guess it's a violent sport. It's going to attract violent guys. Yeah. Is there some way we can make football less violent, Larry?
So, like, what if in the NFL, if someone became too violent, then all of a sudden their Pinewood Derby car, has some sort of explosion and metal shards go into their eyes or things like that. Things like this happen every day.
So you're suggesting to make the NFL less violent by killing off the more violent players or blinding them?
It's worked
For the Boy Scouts?
elsewhere.
Are you telling me the Boy Scout?
I just wrote this up real quick. This
Okay.
is a funny sketch that we could be doing instead of this stupid thing we're doing, okay?
Okay, well,
I just wrote this up. Now, I'm not a comedy writer, but I do write sketch ideas on your Facebook. You never take them.
Okay.
Not a comedy writer, okay? But let me say this. You have 2 football teams. One's conservatives.
Yeah.
We give them all the guns. The other football team is the liberals, and they're in skirts. And that's funny because they're girls, so it's insulting, okay? And they play each other. Okay. And the conservatives kill the liberals, and they have to go to the hospital and get Obamacare.
Okay.
That's a good sketch. We could be doing that instead of this. I've already had too much of this. Okay, there's not even coffee in here. Okay, this is all fake. So.
You want to know how to make the NFL less violent?
Yeah.
Gather up all the players.
Okay.
Put them on a big ship.
Okay.
Take them out to the ocean. Put them in bags and drown them like cats.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
I can't abide cat violence
you're
on
using
this
violence.
panel or any panel.
A 12-pound
Karen,
cat.
yeah.
That's
cats?
exactly how much my cat weighs. Okay, Tom Kitty is a 12-pound cat.
Okay. Well, yeah.
This fake stupid panel just became a real stupid panel.
So we've actually, by bringing you on, you actually like this panel, this segment even less.
Less, yeah.
So, but I guess you guys are proposing violent solutions to violence in the NFL, which doesn't really seem to. I mean,
Oh, no, it's a
Two
proven
wrongs.
equation that violence against violence creates peace.
This week's under-the-table sponsor is the Drain King from GT Water Products. Now, the Drain King is the most effective and powerful way to clear stoppages in your drains by using nothing but water, which means it's environmentally friendly and safe to use. Now, the Drain King can attack a stoppage as far as 500 feet down the line and is made in the USA. Along with a check addressed to me, the folks at GT Water Products gave us one other condition for their sponsorship, that, quote, Ben needs to be killed with not too much screaming. So no promises, but we'll see what happens. We'll be right back.
Oh my God, that water pump.
And we are back with Boy Scout troop leader Larry, fan of the show but not this segment, Karen, and Captain Karp.
Yeah.
You've got your phone out there, so let's talk about that. You've got an iPhone, clearly.
I do.
Karen, what kind of phone do you have?
What do you think, Brian?
I have no idea.
I have an iPhone. This segment stinks.
Okay, and
have an iPhone.
Larry's got an iPhone. So 3 of us have iPhones. I have an iPhone. So 4 people here, 4 iPhones.
Yeah.
Bad news for the BlackBerry people, Research in Motion, who just came out with OS 10, BlackBerry OS 10. What's an app you think that could save BlackBerry at this point? Something they can have on their phone?
I would love to see an app that teaches kids sort of citizenship and knots and like outdoorsmanship and things like that, but then doesn't like really come after you for like personal decisions you've made or like, you know, the way you live your life when you're not wearing your neckerchief. You wouldn't even need to wear a neckerchief if you had this app.
Don't you feel stupid? This is Matt Fisher.
No, it isn't. It's Larry
a writer
something.
for the
There's
show.
No,
It's funny.
it's Karen.
He's
it's
playing that he's gay.
He's Karen.
Not-
it's a
not that
character.
gay.
It's Larry something.
He's wearing New Balance.
Why? What's wrong with that? It's a
Sea
brand.
captains wear those.
I don't know. I don't know many sea captains, and he's on land.
We still don't.
These were court ordered. They have tracking devices in them so I don't get near any coves or bays.
You're expecting docksiders or something? I mean,
At least.
what
Here's
do you
a
think?
sketch idea.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
BlackBerry has an app. Okay. This is a sketch idea.
Okay.
The experts is playing on it. An iPhone jumps in and crushes the BlackBerry into the ground, killing the experts once and for all. And then I don't have to do this ever again. Okay.
Can I just say, as a
Sure, Matt Fisher,
Boy Scout
writer
leader,
for BS of A.
that's not really like a sketch. Like it's not a. That's sort of just like a funny.
That's like a
A
fantasy.
weird thing to see,
Right.
but not necessarily.
I wrote it on Facebook. It got 2 likes. Sketch idea.
I'll tell you about fantasies.
Okay,
no.
Captain. Oh dear.
Why?
What kind of app could BlackBerry have that could possibly save the company?
I would say the #1 app the BlackBerry should produce is one that makes the company disappear and save themselves all the trouble of trying to be successful.
Okay.
I don't know, like an anonymous ocean locator app.
Like a anonymous what? Like a
In other words, like you could hook up on the DL with a different body of water. You know, you look it up, you
So-
put your profile in. I put my sea captain beard and just like from my chin down to the top of my torso.
bare-chested, of course, right? A bare-chested profile photo.
Oh yeah, because I have on me barnacles just all over my chest, and that's really hot to the ocean.
If you could have a choice of seas, which one would it be?
Oh, the Adriatic.
The Adriatic?
Oh, I'd toss more flotsam and jetsam in the Adriatic than you could ever imagine.
So, you know, Indian Ocean does nothing for you?
You know, I don't go that way with
Okay.
the Indian Ocean. That's a little too freaky for me. I like to keep it straight up Adriatic, northern, clear
Roger.
water. You know.
Like a Gulf? Would you go for a Gulf?
I've been in a Gulf, but I had to pay for it.
That's all the time we have for this week's BS of A. Please join us next week back in our usual 10 p.m. time slot for a brand new episode. Like us on Facebook, love us on Twitter. I'm your host, Brian Sack, and remember, it doesn't matter who wins the Super Bowl as long as they have fun.
Ugh, go play with your Barbies, pansy boy.
Good night.
Yeah, that's a sketch I'd see. Brian playing with Barbies. Because
But that's not.
that's him being a woman.
Is there a
okay?
punchline to it?
That is the punchline.
Oh.
You guys don't get comedy.
What's the
Hire
basis?
me full
I get
time.
what you're saying.
Thank you.
Can I extract all the water from you and take it on a date?
Yeah.
Physically.